come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Handoff from the gun. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll give it to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I know that's not a huge gain. Those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth-quarter game.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And that is such great execution by this offense. 3rd down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical. Great job creating a little bit of space. Not only do you get the first down, you chew up a bunch more yards too. Nice execution by this offense.
Looking to go up top on first down. Buying some time. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Going up top. And he's got it inside the 10. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And the Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. They'll try to tack one more on their score.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel. Use the play fake, now to throw. Extending the play. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the years.
And you just think about guys that just look great in their unis. Big, strong, Aiden Hutchinson, Ojabo, a lot of these guys in the recent history, just they know how to get after the quarterbacks and make their life miserable.
Unloads to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that pass picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. 3rd and long, they dial up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in his hands.
Let's see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 48. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Still looking on the move. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Wolverines send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. On the return, it's fired. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page calmly.
All kinds of running room at the 30. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. A run for the quarterback. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Hurricanes in the hurry-up. With jet sweep pass. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Fast motion from the offense. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And the Canes pick up the 1st down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. This quarterback part of their running game. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Miami!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he's got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
To throw, it's Bridges. Forget the kick, he's going to throw it. He's got it for the 2. Found his man on the fake, and they take the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Forced out of the pocket. It's a fumble. And the fumble goes out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. Actually picked up yardage on the play. If this were a wider field, like maybe in Canada or something, that might have been a turnover.
And they could have turned it into a rouge, hey? I mean, this was a great chance by the defense here. I just love the fact that they are flying around and trying to dislodge the football from these ball carriers.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Got a man. It's Irvin. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in the kitchen and jamming with the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drag and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a 1st down like they did there.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. They'll try to get it through the air. Starting to feel a little pressure. Got him downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Gets it out quickly. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a lead.
Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Motion from the offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Church. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one.
We'll take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to throw, it's Bridges. Setting up the screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Back to the quarterback. Sends it downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And that's a really unique situation to run the flea flicker, David. I was caught off guard, too. I think normally you run that on 1st or 2nd down. There they went on 3rd down instead of just throwing it conventionally, and I wonder if they wish they would have called something else.
Well, because usually 3rd down, I'm thinking pass, right? So I'm not really biting on that run fake. It's not as big of a priority. Like, 1st down, 2nd down, to me, is a better opportunity to run those, but at least it didn't turn into an interception or a bad play for this offense, just an incompletion.
Got his man! And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Quarterback will keep it. Keeps the legs moving. Quarterback gets the first down and more. Touchdown, Hurricane! And welcome to the offensive showcase, my friend.
I mean, talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football, because otherwise you're going to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Minnesota is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things in Minneapolis. Trust me when I tell you that. On this field and off of it, this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UCLA. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
Great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
Now on 2nd down. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed. and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Power football with the run. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
They'll go with a direct snap. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
37-yard line. Offense facing fourth down.
I know you want to keep the ball away from the other offense, but going for it inside your own 40? Quarterback checking off. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And the Canes will punt it away on fourth down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Steps away. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Here's the handoff. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. On the option. Now the toss. At the 45 on his way. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those 1st downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in 1st downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple 1st downs together, get one of those long drives going.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Try to get it to the edge. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal. Lined up for the fake, and he wants to throw. And the pass falls incomplete on the fake field goal, and I'm not sure they'll go back to that one again. Boy, you look smart when it works out, but when it goes awry, you are left to second-guess yourself. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Touch pass on the right. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. The running back has it. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to drive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They want to run it left here. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
They'll try the right side. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Oh, it's a reverse. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss the tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block.
He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Using his feet to buy time. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Bridges. Quarterback now breaking the field. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. And the Hurricanes want to crank the tempo. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Makes a move. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
Will take over 1st and 10.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Miami 22, Michigan 21.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Quick completion to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. And that pass is intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll try the run. At the 20, he's got space. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Canes! Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it, Breeze. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UMass is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sam the Minuteman isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over Nebraska. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
One possession game. You have got to be able to give your quarterback an opportunity to survey the field. He didn't have it that time. Got hit. It affected the accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Irvin.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's O'Connell. Afterburner's coming. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
What a great play call offensively. Taking the shot, you flip the field, and now you better get those red zone play calls ready and dialed up.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. They'll leave it with him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Makes the catch. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there. Here they are in field goal range. It's 3rd and short. You know, the odds say it's going to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They get a big play now setting up 1st and goal.
A 2-tier job for this offense. First, get the touchdown, then the 2 to try to pull even here in the 4th quarter. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
After the score, they need this two-point conversion to tie. Trying to barge their way in. He is denied, stopped short of the goal line, trying to tie the game, and he will not get the two-point conversion. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Church. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
The defense is up against it now, man. You're playing on the road. It's a hostile environment. It's late in the game. Someone's got to step up and make a play. Nice job there knocking that one down for the incompletion.
After the incompletion, looking at second down. To the air, it's Bridges. Get it out on the screen. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
Wide out in motion. He'll throw on 3rd down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
The give as they work on that clock. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
And with a lead like they have here in the 4th quarter, no question this offense is going to continue trying to pound the rock. They're going to run the football and try to ice this game.
Leaves it with the running back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. He's racked up 92 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. They're getting this guy lathered up. This offense set up with a 2nd and short.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. A defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Touchdown, Miami! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They're starting to feel a little desperation here, David. They just can't press yet.
It's go time. We got to put some drives together, down multiple possessions, Jesse. We don't have any time to waste.
Yeah, so at this point of the game, your best players have to touch the football. You've got to dial up plays, getting your biggest playmakers involved now if you're going to win this game.
Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Defense has to do a better job defending the sideline. You've got to keep the ball carrier down in bounds to keep the clock moving and try to bleed this thing.
They're bringing heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
They're going to throw it again. The quick out. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Got it.
And they got the completion, but still looking at a third down.
3:25.
From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Clemens. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to move it through the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on second down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range. You're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man. Everybody on an island. Everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Wide open. He makes the catch. Got a lot of running room. They'll mark him down right there, and how about that play and picking up a chunk of yardage?
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.